Let us begin the meditation session, my student. Let us align our chakras and ascend to the seventh heaven. Alright, you saw the thumbnail, you read the title. Today we're going to be talking about enlightenment, and to be more specific, false enlightenment. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer, I am not a spiritual teacher. I do consider myself spiritual in a sense, absolutely. I do believe, I'm not going to touch on all that, but I am not a spiritual teacher. And though I made this little joke at the beginning of my video, there are some people that genuinely think this way, that genuinely feel this way and are seeking that kind of enlightenment in their life. I recognize that enlightenment is actually a real thing. No disrespect to those people. Keep doing you. But the scope of this video, the point of this video is to talk about false enlightenment. And what do I mean by when I say enlightenment, right? When I talk about enlightenment, what I'm talking about is your journey, who you are as you are on the path, as the Hermetics call it, right? But your journey towards self-actualization, your journey towards becoming the best version of you that you see, whether it's achieving your goals, developing your character, developing your vision, your priorities, your, what do you call it, principles and values, right? So as you develop and become a more effective and high-level human being, that is what I call enlightenment, your journey getting better. Now, this video more so serves as a disclaimer, more of a cautionary tale. Don't pretend to be more enlightened than you actually are. I'm gonna say this again. I'm being so serious as someone who's made this mistake in the past. Don't pretend to be more enlightened than you actually are. Now, where does this come from? I'm gonna talk about a personal experience in my life. There was a time in my life, I would say maybe I was around 14, 15 years old, right? Where I was watching a lot of content, a lot of people who were at a stage in life that I wanted to be at. They had the skills that I wanted. They had the mental maturity that I wanted. They had certain ways of viewing the world and certain inclinations and tendencies that I would have liked to have within myself. Now, instead of having humility and understanding that I do not have this and I am not there yet, I am not at the stage where this is within me, I started to carry myself in a way that, you know what, let me rephrase that. Not that I started to carry myself in a way, more so I started to assume or pretend that I was this highly advanced individual up in here, right? And not in a way where like you're visualizing, you're imagining, you're getting closer to it, but I started to pretend that I was this highly developed, evolved individual up in my mind, while externally in my actions, in the things that I did, and even the internal states that I decided to inhabit, I was still this beginner, right? So I had this level of delusion as to my skill level, as to my progress in my self-actualization journey, right? And because I had this pride, this intense desire to be at this level, and I kind of skipped ahead in a sense, it cost me a lot, right? It cost me a lot. So in this level of false enlightenment, I ceased to grow. Because I thought to myself, I'm already good at this. I've already learned this. I'm already this high level master at this specific thing. I don't need to learn about it. Like, I don't need to practice this no more. I'm already there. So in pretending to already be at the level that I wanted to be at, I inadvertently cut myself off from actually reaching there. Because in my head, I'm already there. I'm already enlightened. I'm already this high-level individual. But in my internal states, in my thoughts, in my actions, and the results that proceeded from those, the results that made themselves manifest in my life, That was not the case. That was not there. And the danger of this false enlightenment is that it wastes time, right? It wastes so much time. Now, I'm grateful that I was only in that state for around 3 to 4 months, but it wasted so much time, so much opportunities that I could have taken in my life to actually grow and develop and get to the level that I wanted to be at. I did not take them. I did not do them. You get it? So this is just a cautionary tale. Don't pretend to be more enlightened than you are, because you get high on your own supply. You get high on your own delusion, and this is not good delusion. This is bad delusion that causes you to stay stagnant. There's good delusion. I'm delusional. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I am a delusional person. A lot of people would consider me delusional to have the goals that I have, or believe that I could do the things that I believe. I'm not gonna externalize that here, because that's between me and me. But a lot of people will consider me delusional. That's good delusion. Good delusion that allows me to take the steps, believe in myself, and believe that I can take the steps towards my desired reality, towards my goals. But this kind of delusion, I'm already there, I don't have to do nothing. I'm already there, I don't have to learn nothing. I'm already there, I don't have to practice. You see where the issue comes. So please, listen. Do not pretend to be more enlightened than you actually are. How do you prevent this? All it takes is self-awareness. All it takes is recognize that, hey, while it's good to think that I could achieve this thing, or be this thing, or be at this stage, I'm not there yet. You gotta be able to look yourself in the mirror. And I'm not gonna lie, when I kind of broke this delusion for myself, it hurt. I'm not as high level as I thought. I'm not as cool as I thought. I'm not as enlightened as I thought. Damn, I'm not as skilled as I actually really thought that I was. Damn, it hurts. It really does hurt. And this idea just popped into my head. But like this idea of false enlightenment, or pretending to be more enlightened than you actually are, really stems from your ego. You see all these people at this high level, all these skills, all these abilities, this mentality and such, and you're like, oh, I want that. Oh, I would feel worthy if I had that. So then your ego then adopts this identity or assumes this state, but you're not actually taking steps to get there. You're not actually going through the hardship or the embarrassing moments or the late nights or the studying or the painful experiences to actually mature and grow and become that thing. You're just assuming it in an egotistical way, pretending that you're there when you're really not. So just recognize that this false enlightenment really comes from the ego, right? So that's pretty much it. Very short video. Don't pretend to be more enlightened than you actually are. Stay the course, stay the path. Understand that you will get there eventually. There's no need to rush. You will make it eventually. But just recognize that if someone was to boom, something else just popped up in my head. Like if you was watching a video and let's say it's from this high level individual, you only understood 10% of what that person was explaining or speaking to you about, accept that. Just accept the fact that as I am right now, I can only understand 10% of the game this person is putting me on. As you progress through life, as you continue on the journey towards enlightenment, towards self-actualization, as you continue walking on the path, you will begin to learn more and more. Certain things will start to click for you more and more. Just stay the course. You'll get there eventually. Don't rush it. Don't pretend to be more enlightened than you actually are. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe now.